Strobe light, not a party light.
Wow, a house party going on inside of me.
Party! It's a strobe. Now today, my friend, I'm going to show you what all of these buttons do on my Thomas C2 safety liner. Alright, here we are. So I guess first thing we'll do, we're going to get started. Let me zoom out. We're going to get started on this panel right here, which is where all the main buttons are in the bus. The first one is a three-way switch. This is how you open up the door. So you see the bottom says door closed, top says door open. This is a three-way switch. So first position is down, second position is in the middle, and when you hit the top one, that's going to make the doors open up. Let me close the doors now. Now, what goes along with this button, warning light, the amber warning. And how this works is to activate all the lights on the outside of the school bus, you just got to press this button up here just one time. When you do that, this right here lights up. This is the indicator light. And what that does is this right here. If you look on the outside of the bus, you see the ambers blinking on the top. And whenever you open the door, just to the middle section, everything comes out. The stop sign comes out, the crossing gate. So basically everything now, the second light here, red light warning, is out. I got two stop signs, one here, and the one right there. But let's say it's dead of winter, and you come up to a bus stop, and you don't want to just open the doors up and leave them open for the kids to, walk up so slow, like we know they're going to be slow. So all you gotta do is just hit the middle position and leaves the door closed. But all the lights are going off on the bus right here. So that's one thing I like about the middle position. And when they finally get to the door, you just gotta hit the switch one more time. A door opens up. And then when you hit when the kids get on, you can just flip all the way close. But a lot of times I'll just close the door right behind them. That way, so they're getting on. Because you're not ready to move right when they get on, because you have to make sure that they get seated, they put their seatbelt on, and things like that. So you can still close the door, but not turn off all your lights on the bus. And then when they fully get on, then you can hit the down position. And when you do that, that turns off all the stop signs, the lights stop, the crossing gate goes in. So that's how you activate all your lights on the school bus. Just the one button you got to hit. And then when you open the door up, it does everything from there, which is so nice. I mean, I can't imagine back in the old days where you had to manually, turn on the stop sign across the gate. That'd be a big pain. So I'm thankful that now it's all just included into the door switch. So we already did the first two. The second two are just indicator lights. As you saw, this is the amber, the red light warning. It's going down. Next one is dome lights. You see how those lights just came on back there. Right now they're off. Get that? They all come on. So that's what the dome light is. Now the dome light driver is right above my head, is this one right here. Whenever you hit dome, it doesn't turn that one on. It turns all these back behind me, but it doesn't turn this one on. And if I hit the driver one, as you see, it turns this one on, but not any of these back here. That's why it's just the driver dome light. So I'm going to turn that one off. Aft heating, of course, right now summertime, I'm not going to use that, but in the wintertime, this is the for the back of the school bus. This right here, the step heat. When you hit this right here, that turns on the heat, which is right there. This button right here that says, which is right here. Wow! Blows kind of fast. So it's also three-way switch: high, medium, and off, or high, low, and off. Whenever I turn the bus off, this light right here is going to light up. Just tells me this is your post and inspect. Strobe light, not a party light. Ooh, 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 ooh. Party! It's a strobe. No, it just means on top of the bus. as you can see right here. These two switches right here, these are for my AC. Now, this right here, first I'm gonna go about this one here first. It's also three-way switch. The first one is AC, second one is vent, the last one is off. Of course, right now, I have the AC blowing. Oh, that's so cold. So, the top switch is AC on. If I flip it to middle switch, that turns off the AC, and it's just going to be blowing. It's just going to be like a, keep air going in a circle inside of the bus. But AC's off, and of course, off. Now, since it's summertime, I want to turn this back on all the way up to AC. Now, when this button is on AC or vent, then you can control this button right here, high, medium, and low. Also, three-way switch. So bottom is low, middle is, and up is high. I usually keep it on medium or low when I'm driving the bus. The only time I have to put on high, like if I get on the bus and it's really hot and I have to hurry up and cool it down. Noise suppression. And what this one does is, luckily the route I have, we don't have any railroad tracks to go over. But when I lived in my other district, I had to go across 4 times a day railroad tracks. When you come to railroad tracks, you have to open up your window, open up your door, make sure everything's turned off. When you hit this noise suppression, it's going to turn everything off. So basically, it's like one button that turns everything off, or one button turns everything on. So as you see, as you can tell, or from the sound, AC is going. Let's go and turn on this fan. So now the fan's going. And I hit noise suppression. Okay, it turned the fan off. It turned off my AC here. It turned off my AC here. The radio's even turned off. So it turns off everything that be making noise. Now it'd be really nice if that button can make the kids be quiet. That'd be awesome. All right, so I'm gonna turn noise suppression back off. Ooh, everything comes back on. Now I'm gonna go and turn my fan here off. Now, right now the ID light right here is on, and what that does is your marker lights on top of the school bus, as I'm going to show you right here. This is off, and that's on. All right, next one is mirror heat. All that does is like your mirrors. I don't think it does the cat eye mirrors right here. These are called cat eyes or crossing mirrors, but the mirror heat works on these two right here and these two right here. And of course, you turn it on, you won't really know it until if you have frost on it in the mornings, then you would know that the heater's working. But it does work, because I've had to use it quite a bit. And destination sign. Right now I have it also turned on, but this is off, and this illuminates the sign right here. And now this is a button for my security system. If you have something happens on the bus, you hit this button, and what it does, here's the security system right here. This bus does have 4 cameras. The first camera is an outside facing camera, which is right there. So that's pointing directly in front of my bus. Next one is right behind me, which is right here. And then halfway down the bus, I got one there and one in the very back of the bus. And what this button here does is whenever I hit the button, it will flag a part of the tape. Who's watching tape can immediately go to that part of the thing. You can hit it, like before or after. You can't hit it before because it's something going to happen. But you just mark it that way. It's easy for the people who has to pull the tape to know what they're looking for or find. Because you might go, 5 days without getting your tape pulled, and if it ain't marked, they have to go through quite a bit. But if you just have it flagged, they can just go right to the flag. So, all right, these two are here are for my mirrors right here. So you got 3 positions. Right now in the middle is off, so when I do anything, it doesn't make anything right there go. But let's say I hit the top. So I turn it to the top, and let's say I want to move it up or to the left and right. There we go. So this is the top and bottom. So I'll show you that. I'm turning it off. This right here, I can turn this to the top and bottom to make it move left, right. I can go down to the bottom one, left, right, and turn it back off. That's all the buttons right here. All right, here on the dash, you got the emergency hazards. It's a rocker switch. It's got to hit up one time and it'll activate all the warning lights. Not the warning lights, but the hazard lights. Next one is a light test. I'm going to show you that in a second. This is traction control. When I hit this right here, if you look at the dash, it'll tell you traction control disabled. RPM may be limited. Let me turn it back off here. And of course, fast idle. This is like when you're park lane right now. This keeps the idle of the bus up a little bit. All right, next one is dash lights. You can make the lights on your dash brighter and dim with this right here. Pedal, that works your pedals right here. It makes them closer to you or further away. So right now I have them, furthest away from me as I possibly can go. But if I hit this other button, see, it's moving them closer. Close as you can get to right there. I'm gonna go back now. Because I like my pedals to be furthest away from you as possible. And this is how you work the seat belts. Just gotta sit down, just like a car. You got a shoulder strap right here, and you just gotta hook it in, and there you go. That's how seat belts work on a school bus. Well, now you know what all the buttons do on a school bus. Well, I wish you guys a good day and happy 4th of July. 4th of July is literally 3 days away.